Hi, this is a help video for problem number 19 in the Unit 2 review. You can see here that we have the equation that also is modeling an actual behavior. So this is a rocket launch, and they want us to find out the rocket's maximum height. So since this is an upside down facing parabola, the maximum height is going to be attained at that vertex. So if I were to do this question by hand, I would notice that my equation is in standard form, which means to find the vertex, I would do the opposite of b over 2 times a. And so this calculation is negative 24 over negative 12, which is 2. Now that's not a height of 2. That's 2 for what normally is like my x variable, but in this case is a t. So at time equals 2 is where I would have my maximum. So it's 2 comma something. What I'm actually looking for is the height, like how tall is the rocket or how high off the ground is the rocket at time equals 2. So that means find h at 2. So I would substitute in 2 for all the t's, and then I would work that out for my answer. Now, if I would prefer to do that with a calculator, now certainly you could just type in that calculation on your calculator, but you also could choose to do this question from the beginning using the graphing part of your calculator. So here I've put in the equation in my y equals, and my window is on these settings. Now those settings are not any certain specific thing. I just played around with different numbers until I saw a decent picture when I hit graph. I did know that I probably wanted a 0 for x min and a 0 for y min because this is time, and so time isn't going to be a negative amount, and this is height, and height isn't going to be a negative amount unless I'm going underground or something. And then this 5 is because I didn't think the rocket would be in the air for very long, so I tried some small numbers for that. I tried some kind of medium-size-ish numbers for this, and this ended up giving me a pretty good picture. Okay, so here's the rocket. Now, they want me to find the high point in my rocket, so I'm going to go in the Calculate menu, and the thing I'm going to use this time is not the intersect tool, it's the tool for a maximum. If my parabola were had the vertex down so that it was a smiley face parabola, I would use the minimum tool to find the vertex, but this definitely has a maximum. And then the calculator is going to talk to me. It's asking questions, so it's asking me to go to the left. So I am. And then go to the right of the maximum. So I am. And you notice that I got these 2 little like triangle wedges. And in my calculator, it actually puts a full stripe. So what that's telling me as the human is that my calculator is going to look in this stripe, in this zone, and try to get the highest number possible. It is asking me to guess where the highest number is, so I'm going to put my cursor on approximately where that vertex is and hit enter. And then it returns to me 1.999999. Now, just a second ago, we saw that 2 was it. Does this mean 2? In fact, it does. Okay, so there's a little bit of error on your calculator sometimes. The little elves inside the calculator don't know as much math as they should sometimes. So that x is 2 and the y is 38. And if we went back to our piece of paper and did this math, we would indeed get 38. 38 is the maximum height, and height here was measured in meters. So this means 38 meters. Thanks so much. Keep up your studying.